Chinese artificial intelligence company called DeepSeek, grabbing attention all over the United States, sent a shockwave through Wall Street due to its new tech, which the experts are saying rivals that of OpenAI's ChatGPT. Now, the latest app from DeepSeek comes days after Trump announced a new $500 billion venture with ChatGPT, maker OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle, dubbed Stargate, which he's touting as ensuring the future of technology in the U.S. I want to bring on Jon Schultz, technology expert. John, the U.S. won the space race, but only after the Soviet Union launched Sputnik in 1957. Is this kind of the new space race, if you will? Is this exactly what we need when it comes to AI, a little push by the Chinese?
You know, I have to agree with you on that subject there. You know, the U.S. has always dominated innovation and technology over the years, and I think over the last 5 to 6 years, we've been a little bit complacent about better innovation and what we're trying to accomplish these days. So I agree. I think you know, this may be a little bit of a wake-up call. I call it an aha moment. I don't think it's as significant as some people are making it out to be. You know, because technology, the way I look at technology, there's basically 4 things that happen with technology. Everybody's looking to get bigger, better, faster, and cheaper. And I think this is just another remarkable change in technology that somebody has come up with a unique way of basically coming up with something that is perceived cheaper. You know, this being an open environment that they're proposing, you know, it's going to be quite interesting to see, you know, whether or not large companies start to adopt this, because what would happen is you don't want to expose your company secrets or your company IP to an open source environment. So it's going to be quite interesting to see, you know, how corporations respond to this in general.
All right, to your point, John, DeepSeek really took the market by storm by doing more with less. So that's, when it comes to tech, that's what it's all about, right? So we just got to be the next person to do more with less.
And I think I think it's probably going on. You know, one of the things about technology is, you know, if you try to patent something, everybody knows exactly what you're doing. So technology is known for keeping things under the hat, what we call trade secrets. So, you know, I wouldn't doubt that OpenAI and Amazon and Microsoft and Google and Apple and all these companies that are exploring AI and the benefits of it, I'm sure they were very aware of DeepSeek. And there's other entities out there doing similar things. So they're all going to keep an eye on it. And where it makes sense, they'll basically start to acquire some of these interesting technologies to accelerate their adoption rate. So, you know, technology has always been known for that. You know, collaboration with you know, other entities out there, whether they be partners or competitors. So, you know, I think it's just the start of what we see the AI environment starting to be. I kind of view this as a Wild West, kind of very similar to what happened in the internet, the .com space in the late 90s, you know, where you're seeing a lot of uncertainty going on, a lot of information going on. It's all, how do we ferret out the correct information and make sense of it long term?
Talking to technology expert Jon Schultz, you know, pertaining to that, John, I mean, you've spent about 4 decades around new technology. When you take a look at AI, should people be fearful? I mean, the stories are out there. It's the unknown. You hear about, you know, everybody's seen the movie Terminator. You know, we're seeing drones that are armed, used for the military. How scary of an area are we in?
You know, I think that's an interesting question you pose, because we really don't know. I truly believe in the human race that there's more good than evil in the human race, and so I'm all about looking at it from a positive standpoint. I've always maintained that technology is agnostic. It can be used for good or for evil, but ultimately good typically outshines evil over time. And so I think with the proper evaluations, you know, the open AI people and Elon Musk and everybody are looking at this thing from the standpoint of, you know, moderation. How do we control this? How do we basically make it a useful tool out there? I think it's going to be important. You know, one of the things that I'm really kind of interested in following is that a long time ago when I took a software programming class in college, I remember the professor saying garbage in, garbage out. And the way I look at AI today, it's only as smart as we basically program the system to be. The human intelligence, we have the ability to take a look at, two and two and equal four. And with computers, you really need to instruct it to make it equal four. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how well we're able to create a system that can take volumes and volumes of information and process it in milliseconds to basically make this all come to fruition really quick. And that's the wonderful thing about it. You can take existing information out there, which there are petabytes of this information everywhere. And even with my company, what we're doing today is we're capturing our customers' data and we're utilizing that to basically improve our product. We don't share this information with anybody. We keep it under lock and key. We consider this our own trade secret, our own proprietary information. But the important thing is what we're trying to do is make our application more user-friendly and enhance the user experience. And I think that's really where the true nature of AI is going to go, is how do we make everybody's experience, whether it be an AI agent where you have a personal assistant basically is doing the things, the mundane tasks, the routine tasks that you have. So I think it's going to be years before we understand what's going on. Where you look at the the affairs of drone technology and all of the stuff that kind of goes on in the Star Wars activity. Sure, that just basically is accelerated by the fact that, processors can handle things much faster than what we could from a manual intervention standpoint.
All right. Well, John, I appreciate the insight, and I'm sure we'll talk again because AI is one of the big topics out there in the world today. John, thank you.
You bet. You bet. I appreciate your time today.
All right. Jon Schultz, technology expert.